I'm glad to see you all again. Yeah, me too, bunches. Mayor Maybell has been excitedly awaiting your report. I can't speak. I can never speak, actually. Oh, what? Oh shit, Leela's down here. General Morgan has come here on visit on several occasions. He's a little difficult to describe, but what can I say is that he is a respectable man. There's no doubt in my mind. But in both a good and bad sense, he has the temperament of a military man. Yep. And he has a big prejudice on his shoulder. Where is the mayor? There she is. Dealing with complaints from the citizens. Late deliveries of goods to the Bose market because of the airspace being a no-fly zone. Servicing the sewer facilities. Selecting a congratulatory gift for Her Majesty the Queen. Harm incurred by monsters on the new Ansel path. When will all this paperwork finally end? Hello? Oh, are you back already? You look pretty busy, so would it be best if we came back at a later time? Ahem. No, you're fine. So you found out something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. Good work. I feel like I have a much clearer picture of the situation now. First, there was a hijacking by the Sky Bandits, and now a ransom demand. The situation is much more serious than I had originally anticipated. If the General hadn't found out we were bracers, I think we could have learned more, but... No, it's alright. I'm just glad to know what it was, that it wasn't a crash. With this info, I should be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. Now I need to think of a way to inform the citizens of Bose and deal with the families of the passengers. I imagine it'll be quite a difficult task considering that you're already as busy as you are. Well, that's just the duty of a mayor. And since the identity of the criminals is now known, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident? Of course, that was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run-in with the Sky Bandits before, and I'll wager the honor of the guild that this is one group we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army. Yeah, that's for sure. There's Dad to find, and then we need to deal with those Sky Bandits once and for all. Huh? What's with that look, Josh? I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at things, I just can't believe it. What can't you believe? That Dad could get beaten by a bunch of Sky Bandits. Basing my judgment on the ability of that group that appeared in Roland. I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber. Come on, Josh, you too, Shara. You're giving him way too much credit that he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that, but I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group. Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me that your father was aboard the airliner? Oh, didn't I mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was. Not to mention he's a bracer too. His name's Cassius Bright. Did you just say Cassius Bright? Oh my god, this guy's like the, he's like the Shintaro Kazuma of the game. Everyone just brings him up and knows him, but he never shows up in the game ever. Yeah, why? Do you know my dad or something? I never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. But we might be able to use this to get some info from the army. Excuse me, Mayor? I'm very sorry, and I can't empathize with what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, then I am at your disposal. Please don't hesitate to ask. I wonder what's up with the mayor. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised. You're right, but I guess I can imagine what she's coming from. The mayor and the general have known one another for a long time after all. Well, let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here? Just searching around blindly for the airliner or Sky Bandits probably won't amount to anything, right? I mean, if that's all it'd take, then the army would have found them a long time ago. Did I just say something smart right now? Huh? What's the matter with you two? Estelle, you've matured. If it hadn't been the same you as before, you probably would have said something like, let's just comb the entire region. I never thought I'd see the day where those words would come out of your mouth either. You know you've played too many JRPGs and watched too much anime when you know the anime moments are like this. And I still love them. Give me more. I eat it up like Cheerios. Can't consume enough. My heart's too full of emotion for words. So what are you two trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know. We're complimenting you, Estelle, seriously. Unfortunately, unlike Roland, the Beauce region is enormous. I'm really hoping for a clue right about now. A clue, huh? Oh right. Wasn't that Neil and Dorothy we saw in front of the mayor's place earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but he's got to know something by now, right? It's true, he arrived in Beauce a little before we did, so I think it may be worth talking to him. I wonder where they went. Well, we'll have to find out. Check the market? He's still here. Olivier. I don't see them though. I don't think they're here. Maybe at the restaurant? Actually, why would they be here? Like they can even afford this place. They probably couldn't even afford the complimentary water either. There more quest? No more quest. The international port? Yeah, maybe the cafe. No, they are not here. Maybe the hotel? Nope, not. That's just Dina complaining about her reservation. Maybe the large room? Nope. Yeah, the thing about this game is you gotta look everywhere. You never know where they might be. Okay, so they're not in the hotel, they're not inside the restaurant or the cafe or the market. Time to check out the other block then. Is it upstairs? This is the arms area. Nope, they're not here. Oh. The orb place. Let's see, do I have enough now? No, I need 80 red. I don't have 80 red. I need to get some slots for Josh though, like I really do. I need 30 red. Why can I not get any red? I'm gonna trade some right now. Trade 0 Sepith for Mira. Wait, can I reverse trade instead? Trade Sepith, yeah. Oh, you can only trade Sepith for Mira. You can't trade Mira for Sepith, not the other way. That's lame. So that's what I need more of. Let's see, what does the guide say? Where have they gone? Did the reporter Neil have gotten a scoop? Let's find out. Damn. It doesn't tell me where they might be. What is this place? Oh, the chapel. They are not here. Sister Rosa is an extremely serious and dedicated individual. I think it would do her some good if she wasn't so uptight. The local tone of the people of Beauce carries an air of freedom. While doctrine and commandments are important, I'd like to see the church be more involved in this region. Sister Rosa. Father Holstein's a man of his word and has a magnetic personality about him, but I have trouble dealing with the pace at which he does things. I see. Perhaps you should try consulting another god. Have you considered Asura, the god of war? Very peaceful. Okay, are they in the kitchen maybe? They're not in the kitchen. Why would they be in the kitchen? Like that's the last place they would be in. Okay, game. I think I've checked every single main building. Where the hell could they be? Did I miss them in the market? I have no idea where they could be. Huh. I don't know. Oh, I haven't checked the landing port, maybe, so I guess we can go there. Maybe they went there for a scoop. It sounds like a good place they would kind of lounge around at. No, nothing here. Nope, they are not here. I thought this would be an actual place that they would go to because it's like maybe they can find some clues here themselves. But it does not look like it. No. Alright, let's keep looking. Where have I not tried? I mean, they wouldn't be in some random house. Unless... Okay. The notebook still says... Yeah, we don't know where Neil is. Okay, so he's not at the chapel, not inside the marketplace, not in the south block. Yo, where is this man? A new Ansel path. What? Where am I? Where did I just go? Oh, okay, you can exit the town from this side too. I see. Well, now I know. Watch them be like hidden in some random house on like the 5th floor somewhere, and it's like, okay. Okay, game. They're not at the guild. Where would they have gone? They weren't at the bar, right? They weren't at the top floor? No, they were not there. I am so lost right now. Okay, let me ask the hotel guy, maybe. Whenever we greet guests, we do so with utmost sincerity, and our motto is, service always comes with a smile. Furthermore, we should always work to improve service. Yeah, how many times did you repeat that line, buddy? At least 10, good sir. Good work. I hear your investigation has seen some progress. Mayor Maybell has been very excited about it as well. Excited, you say, huh? Think this is a game? General Morgan has come here. Okay, no, that's the same thing. I am very lost. I mean, when they exited, it would make sense they come to the market. But I don't get what I'm supposed to do here now. I'm trying to like see if I can find Dorothy in the wild or whatever, taking a picture. Maybe they exited town? Oh, maybe they headed to the checkpoint. No further leads. Could the reporter Neil have got a scoop? Let's go find him. Can't report anything, okay. How am I this lost already? Okay, now I'm gonna look this up because yeah, I'm gonna just be walking all over the town real quickly. Where is Neil? How do I spell his name? Oh, N-I-A-L. He's a bit hard to spot because he blends into the background. He's in the bar, apparently. What? He blends into the background. Oh my god, he's right here. He really does blend into the back. Look, when you enter, his face is hidden by the mug. Oh my god. Oh, god damn it. This ain't a joke, you know? Well, we found him, but he's drunk off his ass. Is having his article rejected that much of a shock to his system? He's just acting like the man he is. Men are pigs, after all. Though, he seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by. Words of wisdom. You're one to talk. Don't they sometimes call you Bottomless Shara? Oh please, Bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Aina. I, on the other hand, can hold my liquor. No matter how much I may drink, my face and my disposition remain unreddened. So don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush. Oh, come now. When you get drunk, you lose it completely and everyone around you gets a heck of a show, admit it. It's certainly true that Aina is like a bucket to Shara Siev. But no matter how you look at it, they're both pretty bottomless. I'm sensing disrespect, children. No. Where's Dorothy? What? Where am I? Good, you're awake, sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know. My head. What the? You're that bracer trainee, aren't you? Oh my goodness, what the hell am I doing enrolling in? Thought I'd make my way to Bose. He thinks he's enrolling. What are you mumbling about, you sponge? You are in Bose, and so are we. Oh, well damn, don't scare me like that. Oh, and I see you've got a lovely lass with you. Name's Shara Harvey, and pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two. Sherazard. Are you that infamous Silver Streak by any chance? Oh, you humble me, sir. I take it you've heard of me then? Only rumors, I'm afraid, but yes, I know your name. You're one of the top young bracers, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you three are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose. Oh, so you do have some brains left in there after all that booze. I'm impressed. You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. You seem pretty troubled. Damn, they saw that? Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any. That's what I figured. Damned Army's regulations on the spread of information really restrict what I'm about to learn. Anyways, and if I try to consult General Morgan at the Hawken Gate directly, I'll be held up for inspection for who knows how long. So I figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendary voluptuous mayor, but it may turn me away outright. And to top it all off, that useless girl kept screwing everything up. Everything. Oh, great Idios, tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life? Well, you did try to do an exclusive on the mayor's chest. But if you want info that badly, we might share some of ours with you. Huh? We're actually investigating the incident on Mayor Maybell's behalf right now. So naturally we've met with the mayor and General Morgan too, for that matter. Holy crap, you're serious. Yep, totally. Score, and that goddess gets a point, blessed to the bounty of Idios. Please, I beg of you, tell me everything, every last detail. We'll be glad to, however. Aren't you forgetting something, Neil? Huh? Information ain't free, you know? We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first and get that look off your face. I totally do not mean that literally. You want Mira or something? My research funds are long exhausted at this point, I'm sorry to say. We're not interested in your money. We just find it fascinating that you made your way to Bose right after this incident occurred. Seems like you might have heard some interesting things yourself, that being the case. Ugh, and here I thought you were a nice kid. Turns out you're just a slimy little leech like me. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured, it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination. As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, I'll take it. Just don't be stingy. Give it to us straight, okay? Fine, fine. I'll tell you everything on my honor as a newsman. I got 2 clues to share, so if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper. I don't have paper, but I do have a lot of pens in my room. We're ready whenever you are. Man, way to go, Josh, you're on a roll. Well, if he ever gets tired of being a bracer, he'll know he'll have a bright future in racketeering with those skills. Persuasion, manipulation. The first clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Ravenue to the west. Ah, nice. Now we can head over there. I talked to a villager we just come to Bose for a visit, and she told me of something very interesting. Apparently she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident. A huge shadow flying overhead. Yep. Airship, I told him, maybe even that missing one. But the army checked it out and found absolutely nothing. Aw, you meanie, you raised our hopes only to dash them straight away. So you're saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything. That's what I'm saying, I warned you it wasn't big news. And I went to a lot of trouble to get this sad morsel too. What with that information embargo in place and all. Well done. Now let's hear that second clue of yours. Ugh, fine. The other thing I learned is that the military's intelligence division is on the move. Intelligence division? I've heard rumors about them. It's a new royalty-sanctioned branch of the army in charge of intelligence gathering and dissemination. That's the one, yeah. Supposedly they're so elite that they can even stand toe-to-toe with the royal bodyguards. The man they place in charge is Colonel Richard. Is apparently quite the whiz kid. With him on the case, they say this incident is as good as solved already. Then Doesn't seem like your information will be of much use to us in our investigation. Yeah, well, can't say I didn't warn you. Sorry I couldn't help much on your end. The promise is a promise. I scratched. Now it's your turn. Of course, a deal was a deal after all. Josh told Neil about the incident in Roland, as well as the info received from General Morgan. The Capuas, Sky Bandits, a ransom demand to the Royal House, and the Airship Corporations. Good goddess, that's exactly what I needed. That's the missing link I've been killing myself to find. Caught your fancy, did I? Absolutely, I can definitely write my article now. I can't be wasting my time getting drunk here. I have to find Dorothy post-haste. See you later, you wonderful people, you. Oh my goodness. Is he sober enough to write? Wow, his spirits certainly lifted fast. Well, he was chasing a big story pretty unsuccessfully until we came along. It's only natural. I'm glad we could help him out. Well, look at you, Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. What? Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. What does that even mean? Who's the Mr. Josh is the Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Who's Mr. Nice Guy? Estelle? Talk about a split person. Oh, I see. Talk about a split personality. Stop thinking weird things about me. I was just negotiating a little give and take, nothing more. A bad boy exterior with a good boy inside, or is it just the other way around? Either way, I'm sure the girls love it. But anyways, I guess we've only really dealt with scriptureless people thus far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos and that's when you'll get to bust out some really questionable negotiation techniques. Why were you looking at me when you said that? Anyways, that aside, was anyone else a little... yeah, I guess so. Kind of like loose cannons like Estelle are kind of people that you can't really read. Was anyone else a little bothered when Neil talked about that huge flying shadow thing? That eyewitness report from Ravenue. I say there's a strong chance that there was nothing out of it, if the army's already checked it out. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army is totally infallible. They could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself after all, but one of his men, and some of those guys are pretty thick-headed. That is true. Probably worth looking into, certainly can't hurt at any rate. You two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. Ravenue is a small village in the west. It thrives on fruit cultivation and exporting. Best way to get there is to head out onto the West Bows Road for a bit and then turn north onto the mountain trail. At which point we'll be just a stone's throw away. Got it. Alright, let's head on over then. That's also where my side quests are at too. Ravenue Monster. I did these already, and the West Bows Monster as well. Thunderquake. Okay, so we gotta go down and then right. Nice. Okay, let's see. Time to find our target. I think that red marker... Oh no, that red marker is just monsters. That's what it is, okay. Is that the enemy? No. It's a quagmire. Oh, oh. Found revitalizing bomb. The chest is empty. So very empty. It is indeed. Who could do this? Who could have done this? Wasn't me. Okay, I need to fight this guy. What is this? Rock Pecker. Only goes after males. What? Fuck off, guy. Alright. These guys are kind of tanky. I don't like them. But they are weak to fire. Nice. Those guys actually don't hit for that much now. I like it. I think there's like a sort of a soft cap in how much damage enemies do to you once you kind of start out leveling them, which is honestly quite nice. Bow City and Crone Pass. Ravenue Trail, Crone Trail. Well, let's keep going this way because I want to see if I can find the monster I need to beat. Oh, is that it? What is this? Oh, it's the egg thing. Right, that's weak to fire. Well, just gonna fuck it up. It's gonna explode anyways.
Oh, are we done already?
Okay, that just wasn't the monster I'm looking for, though. I'm still on West Bowes Highway, okay. So it might be along here. The egg moves? Are you kidding me? Fuck off, egg. I don't want to fight you. I'm looking for a Lamont. Oh. That's the palm enemy. Miss, miss. Okay, I love it. Let's try attack again. 0 damage? What? Oh, I hit it. Really? I did 21 damage? They take... Why did they take no damage? Don't run, bitch. I'll get you. Okay, they ran. Why is that the enemy is actually more tanky than a metal slime? What? Is that my target? Yeah, it is. Okay. A flying fish. Okay, what do we got here? Thunderquake. Not native to the Bowes region that emits a binding shock. Extremely weak to earth. Okay, good. In that case, let's do... Estelle? Stone Hammer? And I'll do... this. Wow, okay. AoE damage. Got it. Okay, we do pretty good damage too, though. I'm going to heal up next round. Yep. Save that. Okay, now we nuke. And then we do this. And he's dead.
Right, we're good to go.
Yeah, I didn't need to heal. Just push it. Just keep pushing. Perfect. And now we heal. Damn, I wish there was like a heal all button. But we gotta settle for this, unfortunately. Alright. Perfect, that takes care of the mob. I might as well see what's past this point, just so I know. This leads to the Knoll Trail. Oh my god. Crone Trail checkpoint. I see, this probably leads to the next area. Where does this lead, actually? Let me see. Kingdom map. Oh, so if I keep going, this will lead me to Rouen, south of Bowes. I see, so we're probably going to go from Roland to Bowes to Rouen to Lice and then to Gransel. Alright, we got our world tour cut out for us. Estelle about to make her debut as the best bracer of all time. But for now, we gotta head back. These freaking eggs, oh my god. Why did the eggs move? They shouldn't be moving. Okay, Revenue Trail. So there is a mob. Oh, okay, cutscene. Huh? Oh shit, it's the guy who knows Shara. Oh no, never mind, it's a new red-haired guy. Oh? He's even got a scar. It's Renji from Bleach. Shara, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak. Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City, but are you here to look into the airliner incident? No, I'm here on some chump errands. But speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of the Sky Bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you. Is that all you got to say? I'm sure you've heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right? Cassius Bright taken hostage? Huh, don't make me laugh. That old man's not gonna get beaten by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken. I'd like to believe that too, but I wonder who this guy is. I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer. By the way, who are these brats you've got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me. Well, I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids. What? Yeah, that's a surprise, alright. So these are the old man's kids, huh? Huh. Hard to believe it. What? Why are you looking at us like that? This boy with the black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius's daughter? You want to try saying that again with my staff in your teeth? She's the bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. Ayo, Josh, best wingman, and I'm just his adopted son. Is that a fact? Oh well, doesn't really matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Well, take it easy, Shara. And be careful not to let these brats drag you down. Yeah. And make sure not to rush to any trouble yourself either. Huh, I'll keep those words in mind. Nobody is giving my girl Estelle the respect she deserves. Until it's too late. There's the reason she's the protagonist. She's about to show everybody that she's best girl. What's with that guy? He really pisses me off. I see, so that was the Heavy Blade Agate, huh? Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name. Agate Crossner, senior bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever, I don't care how tough he is, he's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway? He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much. There are a number of things in his past I can't go into, and those things are the reason why he feels the way about your father. Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. Anyways, let's hurry to Revenue Village. Yes, right. Estelle, just forget about all the haters, all the negatives, and beat this plant to pieces. Blood-sucking plant. Oh my god, I don't want to give it a chance to attack. Kill it now. It's weak to fire, though.
Seems
And now it's weak to death. Okay, how big is this place? Not that bad, okay. Oh god, these plants can move. They're not stationary like the ones back in Roland. Alright. Oh, it's an actual whole ass town. Holy crap. So this is Revenue Village, huh? This sure is a peaceful place. Look, there's an orchid. The village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history. I heard there's an old abandoned septium mine to the north of here. You seem to know a lot about this place. Have you been here before? Yeah, when I was training to become a senior bracer. During that time, I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airliner. Why? An airliner would have been so much more convenient. Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to the 5 major cities. If you get used to their convenience, your attention won't reach other places. You should first travel on foot to see the places you should protect with your own eyes. It's pretty much the way your father recommended me to go about my training. Dad really said that. There's certainly the possibility that if an incident occurs in a place you're unfamiliar with, you could end up getting there too late. Also, it would be pretty advantageous to know the geography when chasing a criminal. That's exactly right. Well, be that as it may, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So, what do you suggest? Should we go talk to all the villagers? People would be suspicious of us if we did all that of a sudden. I think we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it. Okay. New village. Dang, they even got their own stores. The village is close to the border, and was one of the first places to be occupied during the war. There were so many victims back then, and the deep wounds in people's hearts still have yet to heal over. I see, so this place, even a place like this, was affected by the war. War never changes. But people do. Okay, get me the fuck out of this place. Huh? Are you guys visitors? If you're looking for the village elder's house, it's just up the hill in the back of the village. Louis hasn't come over recently. I wonder if something happened. He's dead. Merry Christmas. What is this? The restaurant. The Moonlight Path. I'd like to recommend the squeezed juice in the bar on the second floor if I could. Please give it a try if you'd like. Okay. There's a bar on the second floor? There is. Welcome. If you're here, wait. The patron, the staff member here is called Lemon, and the one downstairs is called Apple. Are all the bar staff in this game just named after like fruits? If you're here for a drink, I recommend that you try our various types of fruit wines. Our ingredients are the freshest and finest in all of Liberal. Sounds great, but if you don't mind me asking, this place wasn't around before, was it? Yeah, that's right. We just opened the place recently. I hope you'll come visit us often. So what's the recommended item on the menu right now? Let's see. The pomegranate wine and the apricot tart set is delightful. Cheryl, shouldn't we be investigating things first? And that's exactly what we're doing. Speaking with local residents can net us some info as well. You don't need to be in such a hurry. I wonder if she's serious about what she says. Who knows? But whatever it comes to her and alcohol, her credibility isn't that great. Nice. Have a bite to eat, something to drink, and when you get tired, take a rest downstairs at the inn. Alright. What do you got to buy? Apple ice cream. And fresh juice. Let's give that a try. Apple ice cream. And fresh juice. Nice. Now buy a couple more copies too. Why does it default to no? Alright, we're good to go. Where does this door lead? Oh, right, because you can rest here. This game is better than Dragon Quest. You can rest at the inns for free. I don't have to pay like $10 or whatever. And this... oh, so there's an entrance for the second floor. Fancy. Okay. What is this? It's locked. Well, not every door is going to be open. Ravenue Trail. Okay, this is probably where my target's at, so we'll head here after. And there's an abandoned mine. Ravenue Elder's house. That's probably where I need to go to, so let's not go there yet. I introduce myself. Oh, a bunch of graves as well. Ominous. Septian calendar 1192. Here rest the souls of the 6 righteous people who lost their lives in the flames of war. Life, Abel, Nicole, Wilhelm, Irina, and Misha. May you all find rest with the goddess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's more than 6 graves though, okay. So it's a small town. Have you visited the gravesite here in the village? The large tombstones are dedicated to the victims who died in the 100-Day War. 10 years ago, this village suffered greatly because of the fighting. And even today, I can still see the horrific scenes sometimes in my dream. Ugh. PTSD, huh? That'll do it to ya. Alright. I've been growing fruit here ever since this village was alive with its mining industry. When it comes to growing delicious fruit, I have no equal in this village. I see. Nobody believes me. It wasn't a dream either. Okay, I don't even know what you're talking about, boy. I'm actually looking to get out of this orchid business and start again as a merchant in bows. But there are still a number of problems hanging over this village, and if we can't find a way to resolve them, I just won't be able to leave this place with a clear conscience. That's why my wife and son have gone ahead to bows without me. I moved to the village a number of years ago because I wanted to become an orchid farmer. I even purchased a new set of herbal farming equipment, which I've been studying on how to use all my life. I'm going to grow and produce more fruit than anyone else. My husband, Pesca, is really dedicated to his research. He only works day in the orchid and researches various means of cultivation at night. A Real hard worker. Okay, so they have tractors in canonically. So there's like certain tech in this game that they have, but like other tech that, like modern tech that doesn't exist. Like there's no cell phones or like transportation devices, but there's like tractors, there's like elemental objects that they can use for like heating and cooling. So it's like an interesting way of kind of implementing tech and like modern tech and science, but not making it too advanced. If you're looking for my husband, he's always in the orchid. Even when I call him for meals, he ends up coming an hour late, and by that time his meal's already cold. Well, then start prepping his meal an hour after you tell him then. How about that? Think smarter, not harder. Alright, let's head to the elder's house. And then we should be good. I haven't seen the likes of you around here before, so tell me, are you here to buy some fruit? No, we're not merchants, we're here with the Bracer Guild. So are you the elder of this village? I guess you could say I'm something like that. You don't happen to be one of Agate's companions, are you? Well, we're all members of the same guild, but we're not companions exactly. We know him by face, and that's probably about it. I see. So he's traveling by himself as usual, huh? The village elder closed his eyes for a moment, and a look of sadness passed over his aged features. What's wrong, sir? It's nothing really. Please pardon my expression. Anyways, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't tell me that another dangerous monster showed up in the area. No, actually we're in the middle of an investigation concerning the missing airliner. We came here because we heard there was a report of some kind of sighting. Ah, I see. The Royal Army came here and investigated that the other day. However, they searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed. Really? Is that so? Well, what about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky? It was the one of the children in the village here, a boy named Louis. He apparently saw some suspicious shadow making its way across the sky on the night of the incident. But he's a kid on any way you think about it, so he may have just imagined the whole thing while he was half asleep. Imagined it, huh? I guess the best thing we can do is then is to ask him directly. You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir. Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. And this must be his wife. Heat of flames burning flesh and the charred smell of blackened bones. Amidst the screams and cries of the village and the children, no matter how many years pass, the terrible events of the war remain ingrained in my mind. Okay, so half of the villagers here have PTSD. That is tragic, but also realistic. Louis. Huh? I haven't seen you guys around here before. Are you merchants here to buy fruit? Actually, no, we're here for a different reason. As a matter of fact, we're bracers. Bracers? You mean like Agate? I don't know, you don't look all that strong to me, especially because you're a girl. Why don't you tell me how you really feel? But after seeing my great skill with the staff, do you think you can still call me weak? Oh yeah, put on a show for him. Wow, that's amazing, it's like a tornado. Hee, I hope you've learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving. Now how about another amazing demonstration with my staff? Estelle, be careful, wasn't it just yesterday that you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyways, are you Louis by chance? Yeah. But how do you know my name? We heard from the village elder, he said that you saw some kind of flying shadow. Do you think you could tell us a little more about what you saw that night? Sure, if you want. But the soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything. That's fine, we're not worried about that. Do you think you could tell us what you saw? In as much detail as you can remember. Okay, I'll try. You see, I like watching the stars at night. So I often sneak out of my house at night to come here and look at the stars. And the other night when I was out here looking at the stars, I saw two shadows moving across the sky. Now hold on a minute here. You say you saw two shadows. Yep, that's right. And they were different sizes too. Kind of like a mom leading a kid. Two shadows, two sizes. That's consistent with the airliner and the Sky Bandit airship if you think about it. Yeah, the aircraft we ran across the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner. And the two shadows just kept on flying north until I couldn't see them anymore. So north is... there's a trail that continues behind the village. and it leads to an old septium mine which was abandoned some time ago. The soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said I must have just been dreaming. And then they laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. The little boy's eyes started to well up with tears. Ah, enough of that. You're a boy, right? And boys don't cry. Yeah, smack him with your staff, Estelle. We're not like those stupid soldiers. We don't think you're telling a lie either, so we're going to prove it. Really? Darn straight, you just leave it to us. You hurt, so no more crying, okay? You're here? Okay. You're a real nice person. Haha. As usual, she's got a knack with these kids. Yeah, maybe it's a virtue. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? It's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. It looks like we got stuff to do. Right. Let's hurry and get onto the trail before the village and see what we can find. Alright, sounds good. So I think what we're getting at here is that the Sky Bandits, or Josette and the crew, they escaped through here when they hijacked the plane and then forced landed it somewhere here to drop off the hostages? The cargo, maybe? Who destroyed the sign? Oh my god. Okay, so they want us to head to the abandoned mine, but I want to find where that monster's at. Because one of my targets is behind the village. Oh my god, aggressive guy here. What is that? Is that a pumpkin pie man? Well, it was a pumpkin pie. No, this is too tanky. Okay, I think we're good to go. So he's not here. He's not here. He really wants me. Yo, these guys are pissing me off. Okay, you kill that, and then you kill this. Level up. Oh, it's a chest though. Found beet steak. What? Nope, still empty. Excuse me, what did I just pick up? Beet steak. I picked up a steak? Where? Beet steak. I wish it would tell me like which category that is. Oh, nice. I still have Olivier's weapon for some reason. That's funny. Okay, well, I guess I'll never know. I don't want to figure that out right now. I'm too lazy. I just want to find my monster. Not you. Death Blow 2. Wait. That's an orb, isn't it? Death Blow 2. 100% kills enemy, but quartz breaks. What? Fucking kill command? Okay. Holy shit, that's nice. Reduce to search empty chest. That's really sad. Shut the fuck up, game. Yeah, whoever wrote these chest descriptions, give them a raise. That's the best humor you could put in a video game. Okay, I went through there. How about through here now? Of course, you're gonna chase me. I knew it. I can do this. Kill one of you, and then do this.
We're good to go.
Three chests here. Tear bomb. Okay, I don't need that though. The chest is empty, but it wouldn't be empty if you put something in it. Technically the truth, but why would I do that? Okay, I'm not finding the monster here, so I guess it's not here. Might be at the abandoned mine. Oh shit, we still got ways to go. Never mind. All right. Well, it might be along the path. I can never tell if a monster is going to be tracking. Okay, you see, sometimes the monster tracks me, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, these enemies are really annoying though. I need to use fire to kill them too.
Seems you came.
They don't take much physical damage. Ooh, don't mind me just skirting through. Okay, I can't go through here. Okay, go this way. Try down here. Oh my god, are you kidding me? What is Flicker? That's a new one. Slices defenses, dull senses. Cool, new move.
Oh, are we done already?
Yes, we are done already. It's time to move on. Not about to spend my entire day killing 5 chickens. Okay, what's down this path? Aha! I am error. What? Okay. It's like a redacted chess dialogue. I think we went to all the other paths, yes. This one leads to where I need to go. Oh, made it to the abandoned mine. Revenue mine. It's locked. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. This looks like the entrance to the abandoned mine. Kinda reminds me of the Malga mine, except for the fact that it's all deserted. It seems that this place was abandoned quite some time ago. Padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like the gate has been opened recently, which means that there's no possibility that the Sky Bandits entered through here. I wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place. You're probably not going to find any clues searching around in an old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong, Estelle? Maybe it's just me, but do you feel any air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, do you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Josh wet the tip of his index finger with his tongue and held it out. You're right, Estelle, it's rather subtle, but there is air flowing out of here. I see, which means there's 2 entrances. Just like I thought, huh? Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know that. I wonder if you get that from your father. My dad doesn't have anything to do with it. But forget about that, that's right, Estelle, you're your own person. True. But forget about that, aren't you more interested in what's inside that old mine? That's certainly a possibility that it connects to somewhere. It's probably worth checking out. Well, in that case, let's bust this lock off. Hey, don't you even think about doing that. For now, we better head back to the village and talk with the elder. You might have the key. You're no fun, Shara. Yeah, that's right, burglary time, baby. Let's go in the mine and steal all the iron ore. Okay, more importantly... where the hell is that mob I'm supposed to be looking for? Where is it? Revenue monster. On the trail behind Revenue Village. A ferocious monster. Oh, it expired? What? How did this one expire? Okay, well, I mean, whoops. I guess I couldn't complete it then. I guess they wanted me to explore behind Revenue Village long before I even got there. That kind of doesn't make any sense, but alright. I heard this game does have really strict time frames, so I'm not going to worry about missing things. I was already told before I even started this game that I wouldn't be able to do everything in one playthrough because it's just impossible. You're going to miss, like, even the smallest things. So, I'll just try my best to get everything from now on, that's all. Alright, cool. Well, it's good to know because I would have walked around here not knowing it expired because the game didn't even tell me it was expired. Alright, so how do I get back? I just gotta head down, and then we're there. Yeah, this way. And then this way. Alright, good. I know where we are. Oh my god, never mind. Maybe we should have asked the elder for the key before. Oh, where'd he go? Are you looking for my husband? Since it's this time of the day, I'm sure he's up at the gravesite on the hill. I see. Sir, I require your key. So this is where you are, Elder Raisin. Oh, it's you young bracers, is it? Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it? It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. Since the Bose region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray. And this village lost a number of good people in the hostilities. That's terrible. There's no need for you to get so somber, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right? Oh, right, there was something we wanted to talk to you about. But before that, would you mind if we paid our respects as well? I know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer. Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. And so we ate dinner after. So you say there might be some clues in that old mine, huh? I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside. After I heard Louis' story, it really got me thinking. We'd like to check the place out just in case, so would you mind lending us the key to the entrance? The key for that padlock, huh? Give me a minute here. It appears I may have lost it. I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Oh right, here it is. The way he fucking like jumped, like staggers down the stairs because of the player model. Okay, this should get you inside. Abandoned mine key. Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Raisin. This will really help a lot. Don't mention it, we're always indebted to the Bracer Guild for their help. It's only natural that we would try and return the favor. Thank you. If everyone we dealt with were as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier. We'll be sure to let you know if we find anything. I would appreciate that. Alright. When the mine was used in the village, enjoyed a period of economic growth. In fact, this place was so lively with miners and merchants, you could have almost called it small city instead of a town. However, following the war, this place became quite lonely. Yeah, well I can imagine too, right? I mean, it's like, let's say you live in a city, right? And it's a combat zone for war, right? Even if you survive there, and like you grew up there, you've lived there forever, you probably wouldn't want to stay there because it's just you're just filled with PTSD about everything, like the environments, the locations. It's like it's just a negative space for you now, right? Like you just don't even want to be there, and it sucks. It really just sucks, you know? It's like, damn. But that's life. You never know if that'll happen, or if it does happen. Like, I'd be devastated, honestly, if I ever had to do that. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. Let's use the key we borrowed from the village elder. Nice. Time to head on in. That was one heavy gate. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I don't know about sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert. How have monsters stayed here forever? It's been locked. What are they eating, huh? Rocks? They're munching on them topaz and agates or whatever. Okay, let's fight some monsters, see what they got here. Oh, they're kind of weak to everything. I like it. I see, because they're not weak to anything here. Alright. I see, I see. Oh, whoops, that won't hit. Maybe she can hit. Nope. I see. They don't take much physical, that's why.
Alright, we're good to go.
Elemental is the way to go. No. Oh my god, that's a lot of them. I'm good. I can't go that way. But I can go this way. Wait, did they spawn in another guy? Oh, okay, this was the way I was supposed to go. Man, it's bright in here. Huh? Isn't that the... Quiet, Estelle. It looks like we've hit the jackpot. Oh shit, we just found them. What? Okay. Oh, that's Kyle. Okay, that's the brother, not the... Josette's not here. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables. And hurry it up, will ya? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. How do they not see us? It's a clear, like, it's a wide clearing. We stand out. There's nothing to hide. Sky Bandit, roger that. Yokai, got it. Understood. Alright. You got it, man. Whatever you say, sir. What's an airliner doing in a place like this? I guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all. It looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. It certainly turns out to be a great place to hide something of that size. Yeah, who would have thought it to look here? Look at that, aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship? Let's worry about that later. We gotta figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again. So this is our third trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Oh well, once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom. Hold it right there. Who in the... The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Bracers has arrived. Yo, Estelle was waiting all game just for this. Huh? The League of what? You bonehead, why do you always get carried away like that? What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying that stuff all alone. Don't worry, Estelle, I got you. If nobody's gonna be your wingman, I'll be your wingman. You're the one who Josette had a run-in with back in Roland. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. It can't be right. We're not supposed to be here this early. What the heck are you talking about? In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly. Now hold on a minute. Aren't you trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest me? Or us? You see anyone else, bandit boy? So you're not involved with the others then, huh? That simplifies things. Let's get him, boys. Interesting, okay. Seems like they were expecting someone to show up to stop them, but it wasn't us. Might be Agate. Alright, what are these guys weak to? They are a constituent member of the Capua household. Swings a dagger with a poison-laced blade. Oh, I don't like that. What about Kyle? Number 2 man of the Capua household. His smoke bombs are blinding, but he's quite agile. Alright. Well, let's deal with the poison guys first, because that sounds like a pain in the ass. They have a lot of health, so... Let's do this. Ooh, holy shit, big damage. And then I'll do... Actually, maybe I'll kill Kyle first. Alright, good. Okay, they actually don't do that much damage, though. Let's do Flicker. Oh, hits in a line. Damn. That's pretty cool, actually. Slices defenses, dulls senses. Sure. Okay, my turn again. Let's kill... You're the lowest. Oh my god. Nice, do this. Estelle is on fire right now. Alright, good. And then I'll just attack the lowest member. 160. Oh my god, so close. No, he's too low, so I'll kill him with the other ability. Kill you. And then I'll do Hurricane again. Double kill. Holy shit. Yo, Estelle MVP right here. She got that Saiyan gene, you know? Like, the more enemies that attack her, the more powerful she gets. Let's just do this. Just kill him. Alright, good. Now we win. So let's do morale. And then do this. Okay, he's already dead.
Seems you came up short.
18 XP. I got a bunch of red serif though. I'll take that. Ow. You guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Josette got beat by you three. Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go. You really don't know anything, do you? What was that you called yourself? A League of the Exceptionally Dim or something? You making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead. Look out. Flashbang. Oh, no, smoke. What is this? You gotta be kidding me. Another smoke screen? Ha 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 ha. It's too bad about the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers. No, they got away. Damn it. Ugh. Ow, some of it got in my eyes. Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It looks like it was a typical smoke canister. Their ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once but twice now that they've gotten away. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Shara, quit acting like it was all your fault. We're responsible for letting them get away too. If we've got time to kick ourselves over this, then there's got to be some other constructive things we can do. Well, well, you sound like you should be the senior bracer. Well, at least we were able to take back the airliner, so how about we have a look? The passengers may be inside. Right. I don't think so though, right? Judging by their tone. Also, this is a humongous play zone, wow. This is a huge area. Oh, there's other... Okay, yeah. I was like, there's other areas too around here. Wow. There's like an entrance there. There's an entrance over here. An entrance over there. There's like 3 other side entrances. And we came from here. Yeah. There's another one here too. Holy shit. There's 4 side entrances. Airliner Lind. Wow, it's pretty bare in here. There's not a piece of cargo left. Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. Alright. So the forklift. Here's a lift car. Looks like the same type as those at the landing port. The Sky Bandits probably used this to move the cargo. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, hijacking a plane is already an extremely risky endeavor, just in general. I mean, there's much more lucrative ways to make money than doing that. So either they were targeting like a specific piece of cargo on the airliner, or a specific person. And it probably is a red herring that it's Estelle's dad, because Estelle's dad is really strong. So if anything, they're probably hinting at that it's someone else, like one of the other passengers. Question is who? It's bright in here. There's a lot of light shining into this place. Okay. Well, that is something. Let's head upstairs again. Is this like the VIP suite? Okay, I think we're done on this side. Let's head back down. Through here. Let's investigate this. Looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I would love to sit here. Don't even think about it. Intrusive thoughts. Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. And what is this? The steering wheel to control the rudders. Okay. Doesn't look like anyone's been here in this chair for some time. Okay. I can't take that ladder down or up. Okay. I mean, I think that's everything, right? Oh, missed this. I wonder what this is. It's the orbital engine control panel. Looks like the flow of orbital energy has completely stopped. Alright. Pretty sure I inspected everything. Nope. Game says I haven't that yet though, so I'm gonna look around a bit more. Maybe this? Nope. Okay. Pretty sure I inspected everything in this room though, so I think I'm good there. Yeah, let's head on up. Maybe there's something on the outside here that I missed. Oh, now I head out here. We checked it over, but it looks like nobody's inside. There's a high possibility that the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandits airship. Yeah, they did talk about that they had the hostages still. And then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this? Huh? As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped, which means that the orbital energy was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in an orbit gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, that does seem a little odd that they didn't. Well, actually no, that does make sense, right? Because if assuming an airliner is like a real life counterpart to an airplane, right? Airplanes are tracked by command centers, by like on the ground, right? So if you're trying to export an entire airline's or an entire plane's contents, right, it would be best to transfer its contents to like a private vehicle, right? Because then you can't track it. It's pretty stupid to try to land like a public airline because it can be tracked by authorities and police. So if anything, this does make sense. All I can think of is that they did it in order to sort the cargo, move the hostages aboard their own aircraft, steal the orbital engine, keep clear of the Royal Army search party, ditch the Lin because their hideout is somewhere weird. Well, most of these responses really. Sort the cargo, move the hostages aboard their own aircraft. I guess this one, right? You can't do this while in the air. It's true they would have needed to land in order to move the hostages, however it doesn't account for the fact that they didn't take the airliner to their hideout. From my guess, I would imagine that their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place. Maybe 10 to 20 arg in size. In short, a peculiar place on which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandits airship could land. Interesting. How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandits hideout. Yes, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's a possibility that their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot. Then what can we do? Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships. What? Now you're trying to tell me we should just go crawling back to the army and ask them for help? Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the army whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound. I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to Lugrin. We should be able to contact the Haken gate if we use the orbital telephone. Alright. You know, if we weren't bracers, I feel like Estelle would be like, how about we just pilot the ship and follow them to their hideout? But, oh. Huh? What the heck? Great, now this was something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad since they saved us the trouble of having to contact them. Oh, it's not the general though, it's who is this? We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you. What is this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? Though this girl does look shifty. Hey now, that's just rude. And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see this shiny emblem on my chest? The bracer emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence. Oh my god, he's here. Oh, that's just great. I love misunderstandings in JRPGs. General Morgan, why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought that a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside the airliner? We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here. Looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming. Well, if I did that, why would I stay behind and get caught by you? That's like the dumbest thing ever. Wait a minute here, how about you cut with the crap? My thoughts exactly. He's angry. Alright, man. Take them into custody. Well, at least I know what the prison's for now. The General will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proved, then you will be released in 2 to 3 days. So for the time being, the cell will give you a place to cool your heels. Oh no, Estelle in prison. This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say. If an army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with that anyways, the way things are at the moment, this may not be possible. Huh? Why not? You remember what the Sky Bandits leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said this can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early if I remember correctly. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the army. Or a collaborator who's leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Josh? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught. Which means we were the only ones who stood a chance of nabbing them. But now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix? Huh? Didn't you just say something, Josh? No, I didn't say anything. It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar. Oh, how could you say something so heartless? Oh, I know, it's Olivier, isn't it? How did he get caught? Did he like steal an apple from the market or something? My illustrious voice should be recognizable to anyone. Could this unfounded self-confidence and tone of absurd narcissism belong to? It's you, isn't it, Olivier? You do remember my dulcet chords. Oh, it's him. To think that we'd meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny. What? Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose. Now you've locked up in a place like this. What the heck did you do? Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak. I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired while you talked our ears off. What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing. So, there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that it'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done. And I'm not ready for wrinkles yet. Come on now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me. Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it. It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Bose Market and then moved on to the Anteros restaurant. You see, once I had eaten into my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano and then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. Oh yeah, well they were looking for a pianist. So I was asked to stay and work as the professional pianist for the restaurant. They hired him. That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist. Huh, a musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyways, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. These conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira. I don't know how to put it, Olivier, but that's very you. Yet, I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail. Oh, well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night, I had been enjoying a plate of sauté duck, and I'd have the chef prepare. But the blood sauté which has been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious in spite of knowing better. Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183? That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the royal city. Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself. This man got arrested for using a legendary drink? Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 Mira. 500,000 Mira? For just one bottle? That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier? Such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing is that after taking such a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food I was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And well, one thing led to another, and here I am. I can't say another word about this tragedy being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma. Idiot. Pardon? But do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a snoring and even an absurdly mishearing idiot coming from the cells. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials await me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening? Anybody? Oh my god. This man's playing like his own main story. Hey, you three, get up. Man, I'm tired. What's wrong? What are you trying to tell us? We're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Huh? You know, about time. The service here sucks. What? Why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason. Oh, it's the mayor, right? Yeah, I figured. Mayor Maybell. Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you, but don't worry, your names have been cleared. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Maybell herself. You better remember to thank her. So you mean Mayor Maybell stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation? Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright? Yes, that's right. Why is Estelle is like, am I? Let me think about it for a second. Maybe I have to bring out my passport, my driver's license. Oh yeah, it says I am. I'm his adopted son, Josh. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena. You knew my mother? Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. Yeah, well, you just showed your true colors to me, General, so guess what? You're in my bad books forever. Now, just wait a minute. You're a person acquaintance of my dad? I knew he was in the military before, but... I don't know Cassius Bright, the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist. Strategist? Dad? I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. Makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me. What a piece of work, that guy. Also, are they going to release Olivier too? Yo, rest in peace, Olivier. What's wrong with him? Seems like your father was a military officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army. From the vexation of being left by one of the most promising men. I get the same impression. So what you're saying is our lives are such a pain because of Dad? That dirty, rotten scoundrel. How about we return to Bose for now? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it, what could it be? Oh my god. Oh, how callous people can be at sometimes. How was he allowed to keep his instrument in prison? How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in the cold, hard cell? How lamentable. How pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged the bottle of Grand Chardonnay without any second thought? Huh, indeed, that is I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite service that I was about to render. You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release. Really? Truly, you would do such a kind service for a man such as myself? I think that may be asking a bit much. If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to be at least a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter. Damn, she owns the restaurant too? I can't believe you were released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Haha, please don't lay on the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such fine wine without paying a single mira. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant per our contract to remedy that? I think I'm gonna have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. Yeah, it sure does seem to have some thick skin. Let's just think of it as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work? Ha! Could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like the magnolia at the height of spring. This man just self-inserted himself into the story. I love it. Hold on a sec. What do we do to deserve this? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work? Or our sanity? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that gets me worried. But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have the feeling that we'd be short on manpower. Well, alright then, we'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth our weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Of course, I don't mind. I never let you down, so please be reassured. But let me go, though. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. But you might let me go. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Bose's South Block. The weapon shop and Orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences. What? So was this the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. Guess we better do an investigation of our own then. Right. I mean, we do know that there's a rat in the Royal Army, so this could also be enabling small thieveries inside towns too, besides the main plot. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. Sounds good. I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again, but I guess when that happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any info we come across, because if there really is a spy in their midst, we'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyways, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companion, shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? Oh my god, he's back. Great. Let me see if I can quickly just give him his items. Get him some new gear if he needs any. Rega R? Okay, I'll give him that. That's actually the best one. Whatever, he has it now. There we go. Nice. So we're headed to where? We're headed to end the episode, goddammit. I was trying to end it this entire time, but I couldn't because I was just so on a roll with the story. So I'll see you tomorrow.